Hey everyone, Jedi Mike here, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new film, The Fire Inside, which is released on Christmas Day. This film stars Ryan Destiny, Bryan, Tyree Henry. This film is directed by Rachel Morrison, who is also from cinematographer. She's also the same cinematographer for Ryan Coogler's Fruitville Station, as well as Black Panther. And the film goes as follows. The story of Claressa T-Rex Shields, a boxer from Flint, Michigan, who trained to become the first woman in her country history to win an Olympic gold medal in the sport. Yeah, and now I was aware of Claressa Shields, but after watching this film, I was able to see her, this person in a new lens. Yeah, this film, yes, it is a sports biopic, but it diverges itself from a stereotypical biopic that you've probably seen before in previous films, and that had to do with terms of what it's. Yes, you have the intensity of what's happening in the ring, but it's also what's happening outside of the ring, which makes this film differentiate just from your stereotypical boxing biopic film. I just shout out to Ryan Destiny, who plays Claressa Shields. She did a phenomenal job. I was aware of Ryan Destiny. I know I've seen her in other projects too, but with this film, I was able to see a new range from her in terms of an actress, and I was very pleased to see that, because I know she had that capability to do that, to deliver it. I've just been waiting for the right film, but also the right role for her to pull that out of her in terms of her performance. But she got a shout to also Bryan Tyree Henry, who plays Jason, and Jason plays the trainer, who trains Claressa Shields, and Jason, he's been around more of other boxers, male, boxers and stuff, and you think he'd probably take a fly off of this person, Claressa, but he was just blown away by her level of skill, dedication as well. So, and they definitely have amazing chemistry as the story progresses throughout this film, and I was very pleased to see how, in terms of the writing of this film, definitely was the strongest suit of this, because again, this is a real story, but it also dives into Claressa's background. Again, she grew up in Flint, Michigan. Again, she had a very difficult background in terms of her family, and you have some scenes here that they explore, especially just her relationship with her mother, with her father, the rest of her other family members as well. And I felt that, again, the way that this story was able to elevate, in terms of Ryan Destiny, in terms of this leading role in this film, I was just very pleased to see that. But also just deliver just a story about perseverance, but also the war, not just in the ring and the physical, but the war in the mind, the mentally, emotionally, but also in here in the heart as well. I think, again, that's one of the biggest things I feel with a lot of boxing movies, which we've seen in history. Like, yes, they're popular, we all love them, but at the same time, we've seen kind of the same beats before, and kind of seen moments that happen that are predictable, right? But this film is not predictable. It's unless you know what the real life events and everything. But in terms of the way how this film was structured from an emotional standpoint and writing standpoint, that they did a really good job of them kind of highlighting just in terms of that struggle and mindset that she has in her mind, and what is this boxing, what does it actually mean, for her to win it, and also what does it mean that after she wins, like, hey, do you feel like you actually won, and do you feel like you actually succeeded in life if you actually won this title and stuff, and they dive into that, right? But definitely the strongest point of this film is that they highlight it in a way where they were able to, again, bring just more layers of Claressa Shields into a way that you can actually see on screen that you can't actually read in a book, read, in terms of this person, right? And the thing about this person, she is not forced to be, to be played with. Like, she is a two-time Olympic gold medalist, and not just once but twice, and not in first black woman, like, and any athlete in her sport that she won this title, and she won it twice. Olympic gold medalist. And again, and that shows that this film kind of just diverges from just your stereotypical athlete, biopic film. Again, I feel in terms of also Rachel Morrison in terms of her direction, again, coming from her previous film that she worked on, like Fruitvale Station, I definitely get that sense of film familiarity, but also that this film again kind of just diverges in terms of how, from a cinematography's point of view, that they were able to highlight scenes in a way that kind of pulled that emotional element to a whole new level. And you have other actors here like Jessica Gruski, Judy Greer as well, Amanda Baker, but yeah, I felt in terms of the cast, you have a lot of talented actors in this cast here, but the story I feel was very, very powerful to highlight here. And definitely just to end off this year on a good note in terms of highlighting great stories about figures that we know, but we want to know the full picture, the full story, right? And I feel like they were able to to highlight that again with this. But Rachel Morrison, from the director's point of view, I think she did a really good job in terms of how she structured this film. But again, I keep going back to the chemistry, like Ryan Destiny, Bryan, Tyree Henry, and Bryan Tyree Henry. He just have been having a great year. I know he recently just voiced Megatron and Transformers 1, but again, he's just such a phenomenal actor. But when he's also being put in the position to support another actor in terms of supporting their roles and everything, I feel like he's a great actor you want to put in an ensemble, and he definitely stands out when the story is written well. He definitely stands out as a performer. But Ryan Destiny, I was very, very proud to see how I think she kind of expanded her range in terms of emotional level as an actress, and I felt like she had a level of dedication, but more importantly, respect. I feel that she's had with this character that she's playing, who is a real person, Claressa Shields. And I felt, again, this was a great story to highlight. I know this phenomenal athlete that made a stamp in history, in this country's history. And I hope you guys get to enjoy this film. This film released in theaters in December 25th, 2024. So you still have a chance to go see it. But it's also on distributed by Amazon MGM Studio. So it'll probably be in streaming. You can also check it out when they release that there. But yeah, that concludes my review. I give this film around about 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film coming from the Toronto International Film Festival. But I hope you guys have a chance to go see this film, which is in theaters right now. All right, that concludes my review. I'll see you guys in the next video.